Here's a summary guide for the current best cheese team to push and clear Currency War in version 3.7. Disclaimer, I didn't create this strategy, I simply took what is currently used to cheese through the Currency War and showcase from there. Also, you could use any teams you want that you feel like it's stronger than this. The game mode has only been out for less than 1 week, there's more to be discovered. If you enjoyed this summary, make sure to subscribe to see when new strategies come out. The team is very simple. Phainon at any investment. I literally don't have him and currently using trial version of him every time. Japart, Aventurine, Sunday frontline. The backline will be March 7, Danheng PT, and Robin. That's the main 7 units you'll be using. The other slots you can put any other flexible supports. The most important part is that you'll be needing 3 of these chassis of Retribution on your Phainon. The game plan is buff Phainon with shields, get to his ult with the help of Robin and Sunday and the 2 shielders. When you're in his ult, use the W counterattack. Drag enemies up, they hit you and then receive tons of damage from the weapon. You launch the counter and GG shake my hand. For blessings, you want the ones that give you weapons, especially the armor or the stars, damage reduction buffs, and the shooter buffs. The pro is, this team is super easy to build with no 5 stars and only 7 to 8 units to focus on. You could use Trial Phainon and you'll still clear. You literally don't care about any other bonds other than Shield Bond. Phainon has his own Deliverer Bond, but it only buffs himself, so whatever. You literally never die from the amount of shields you have. Besides the 3 weapons on Phainon, you can literally use anything you want on others, although more of these means that you'll get more shield, meaning more damage. It is very consistent from stage 1 to 3. You can use Phainon as a normal hyper carry before you get the 3 chassis, and then use the strategy once you get 2 or 3. You really don't care about 99% of the enemies because the counter damage affects everyone except for the Aeon Preservation. No really, this shit counters this strategy super hard. Against the 1% enemies that don't attack like the robot and maybe the chalice guy from the puppet boss, you're instantly losing. You have to manual play to use the counter attack every time, or else you will be using the meteor or the basic. If you don't manage to get Phainon, then you're left with 4 preservation units and Sunday and Robin, so it's very hard to come back, and you might just end up losing a lot of squad HP before you can even get Phainon. And that's really all, because it's just a very strong team with very little drawback. You could use it to push the hardest difficulty in Currency Wars. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you when there's a new strategy that pops up. Here are some of the memes of the cheese team that are currently being used. I couldn't find the credit, so if you know the credit, comment down below. And here are some clears so you can see how consistent it is. Alright, that's all. See you next video.